Yo, what's up? What's up? All right. This morning's blog I'm doing is about the I don't know, probably just my love for seeing movies in the theater. I know movie theaters and everything is changing. We got people still telling me they watch their movies on Fire Stick, or before that was bootleg, streaming. You got Netflix. You got 50 million different channels to catch movies. I still like watching movies in the theater. And I was listening to Charlemagne on the Breakfast Club, and he was talking about how when he saw the new Jordan Peele movie, Us, and people were in the theaters reacting. And that's why I go to the theaters. I can watch a movie by myself. It really isn't about necessarily the timing of it, although with some movies I like to see them when they come out, so that way I don't have to be scared of spoilers. Some movies can be spoiled, you know what I'm saying? Some movies you hear a certain ending and it's a wrap, you're looking for that throughout the whole movie. And I'm like, whoa, I need my maximum enjoyment. Other movies, it don't really matter because it's not necessarily a gotcha ending, or it's not necessarily a tricky ending. So, it doesn't really matter. Now, there's probably a way to spoil any kind of movie, you know what I'm saying? So just because, some movies are like not spoil, are like real hard to spoil, doesn't mean people can't tell you things to decrease your enjoyment, or tell you things in the movie that will prevent you from really enjoying it the same way. So, kind of with all movies, that's a thing. But some movies, it's easier to spoil, and people can do it by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like saying, Madea was a really great movie, or I enjoyed it. Madea's Last Funeral is still in the theaters, so go check it out. But saying Madea is a man, that's not gonna spoil a movie. You understand what I'm saying? But there's other ways that can spoil it. You can just take away from some of the fun that you have watching the movie, by spoiling a few scenes. Now, all of that said, that's not only the reason why I go to the theaters. I go to the theaters because, especially with movies that have a big crowd reaction, like horror and like comedy, they have big wow factors. Best example of that was 2 weeks ago when I saw Madea's Funeral. Now, Madea is a character that I've learned to really appreciate. As a person from New York, my New York black culture was clashing with Madea, not necessarily as a man in a female costume. I'm not tripping on that. I'm not dealing with no emasculation of the black man. I'm not going for that. That's not a big deal for me, because he doesn't look like a woman. He's dressed as a woman. He looks feminine-ish, or he plays a man dressed as a woman. It's different than what I think people get so fearful of. Okay, he's not playing a gay guy. He's not trying to be anything. Madea is that. And so for me, and it's part of the joke. It's hilarious. Every movie, I remember in Madea Boo, he plays his Madea's brother, and he goes, that's a man, right? And once in the movie, Madea, Tyler Perry's playing Madea, will drop his voice, and that is hilarious to me. At least now I'm able to see the humor in it. I did not necessarily see it in the earlier Madea movies, which maybe I'll go back and rewatch. But around the time of Madea Boo, I saw Madea Boo in Miami Lakes Cobb Theater, no doubt, late at night on a Friday, 8 o'clock screening or something like that. It was packed. We couldn't even sit together. My wife, son, and I, we couldn't even sit together. It was that many people in the theater. But seeing it in a packed theater, young, black, Latino people from the South, I saw something in their laughter and their love on them getting the joke that I didn't see when I lived in New York or with my New York Northern black frame of mind. In New York Northern black frame of mind, all I saw was all I saw was like somebody acting stupid, somebody acting ignorant. I saw degrading black people. And this wasn't really Madea. This was the whole element. And, sometimes I saw a little too much Christianity. I'm not anti-Christian, but I saw a lot of it, you know what I'm saying? Felt preachy. So, that's kind of what I responded to. But after hearing the laughter, oh my God, laughter is, first of all, is contagious. Just like fear. You with somebody that's scared, it's not going to be long before you get scared. So, laughter is contagious. So if you're around people that's laughing, you may laugh more than you would if you weren't around them. So I saw that in the theaters. Now, that's the best example. When I saw this last Madea funeral, it was like he had a laugh track. Everybody, and in another theater full of people in Atlanta, I saw it, and the theater was loud. I'm sitting there, I'm like, get out of here. I released my, is this going to be funny, tension, and let myself relax. I ended up laughing. I had a good time. So much that I couldn't duplicate it when I took my wife back to see it. Because here's the part, or when this part happens, let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Or what did you think of that? I was waiting for her to laugh. And we saw it in a theater that was half full. It was an earlier screening, so it wasn't that many people in there. You got to get there after 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock screenings, 8 o'clock, 9, 10 is gangster. 10 at movie theaters in the hood, you may even run into a fight. People's real tense, you know what I'm saying? So I like that. And I remember when I was still reviewing movies, one of the last movies I reviewed was Boys in the Hood. And I remember, man, I went to see it with WBLS, and the screening was packed. I forgot the theater. I think it was like Midtown, around the 60 or 70 Street, wherever that is on Broadway. There's some theater, I can't remember, right? So it was packed, and I had to sit on the floor, but I snuck a 40-ounce in. I had so much fun reviewing that movie. I stopped going to movie reviews the way they wanted me to go to them, and I started going to see movies with audiences to see really how the movie appeal really was. Now, as a diehard critic, you're supposed to be able to watch a screener and give your opinion, and that's no doubt. I can always do that. I'm not going to say, I can enjoy it more with an audience, but it doesn't make a bad movie good. Back in the 42nd Street days, we had people talking in the theater, run, go this way, and I'm good to do that too when I'm in a theater to help the movie, but it doesn't make the movie better. It makes you enjoying the movie better. It makes the theater experience better. I'm not one of them people to get on my phone and talk in the theater, but I will scream out something at the movie. And I think because it's that type of reaction, no, watch out, it adds to the theatrical experience. It's not something that, hey, did you get the salad? Hey, what about the car? I told you where the baby formula was. No, that's talking in the theater, and that's a distraction. But saying, watch out, hey, don't go there. Oh, again, she got him. Yup, right. All those comments that go along with the movie, those perfectly fine to me. And they enhance the movie experience. You know what I'm saying? A good joke, a good comment, man, it makes a movie better. It can make a corny movie even fun. That's why they had that TV show on Sci-Fi Channel, Mystery Science Theater. You know, they heard black people in the theater, and they actually probably said, yo, we got to duplicate this because this is an amazing theatrical experience. You know, you got people talking in the theater and they making the movie better. How can we duplicate that? And they came up with Mystery Science Theater. Now, even me, I remember back in the 90s, I had a youth group. Shout out to the Bergen County NAACP youth group. We did a fundraiser where we showed Crush Groove and another movie. I can't remember what the other movie was. We rented out the theater, and I brought some comedians that I work with, Flex Alexander, A.G. White, and Brooklyn Mike. And we brought a DJ in the theater, and we played the movie and gave them a mic. I think we had 2 mics, and they were able to pass the mic to each other, and they got off some good jokes. We got off some jokes. It was a fun time experience. I think we may have done that twice. I'm not sure, but I know we did it with Crush Groove, and that was really cool. It was a lot of fun. So I don't know. I'm saying this all to say, you know, I let people, when I screen my movies, right? I let people talk when I screen my own movies. I like it. I like horror. So I say all to say, I'm looking forward to seeing Get Out. I got tickets for the 6:30, which is borderline, and it's not necessarily in the hood, but I'm thinking it's going to be packed with black people because the next one was 8:30 or close to 9 o'clock, and I was like, nah, that's a little too late. I'm old, but I still got a good screening, and this way we was able to sit together because I think the other one we would have probably been right up to the screen because it's Wednesday and the tickets is already sold out or filled up. Anyway, that's why I like going to see movies in theaters. I like big, crowded theaters. I don't need, you know, people fighting over seats. I like the reserved seating. That's fine. But, it's all good. Even if you come late, sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? That works for me, you know? I don't need to hear every word. I'm going to get the DVD. If it's a good movie, I'm going to watch it again. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I don't want you talking on the phone. I don't want arguments. Sit down. Stop that. Whatever. Y'all get out. Usher. I'm calling. You know, I don't need those type of distractions. But the talking back to the theater, I'm kind of cool with that. All right, y'all. Thank you very much. Another ride. This one is just on me enjoying theaters. I'm a filmmaker. I'm a writer. So check me out on Amazon. And hopefully in October when my movies come back out, you'll see them. All right. Peace.